So I'm in neutral, guys, tailbone pointing towards the ball, arms out at the side. You can still have head cushions when you're laying down on the mat here. And let's just take it over into a hip roll to the side. Let's just hold there for a breath in, a breath out. Inhale, center. Exhale, opposite side. So just get a little stretch through your lower backs, through the chest. Inhaling there, exhaling. Inhale again, back to center. Let's just do one more each side. Oh, you've never had it so good. Inhale, exhale, come back to your center. I'm really using my core though to come back to center. Over we go again. Inhaling, exhale, let it go. Inhale, back to center. And then bring your hands down by your side. So if we're doing things that you're not keen on, you can always come back to these low levels. I'm going to do the spine curl here with the calves over the ball as well. So we can just imprint the spine and neutral. Again, just getting your lower back, just moving a little bit if you're a bit stiff from your night's sleep. And then just staying in the imprint, guys, and start to curl up. So squeeze the bum up into the bridge. And again, just using the backs of the arms to help stabilize. Okay, so this is an easier way to do a bridge. And then melt the spine back down onto the mat, vertebra by vertebra. And let's just do a couple more. So let's imprint, curl up into the bridge, squeeze the glutes. So if we're doing a bridging exercise, it's a little bit more challenging, guys. Come back to this. It's basically the more leg that you've got over the ball, the easier it is. So if we have a longer leg off the ball, it's always a little bit harder. And then melt the spine back down again from there. So let's just take the ball, guys, in the feet and just bring it up into your hands. So as we always do with the ball, just use your middle finger to really squeeze in the ball to engage the arms, and then just your other fingers just nice and light on it, so you've got a good hold of it. Make sure the arms are plugged in, guys, okay? And bring one leg into tabletop and your other leg into tabletop. I'm going to stay in neutral, which is a level 2 option. If you want a level 1, go into an imprint here. Single leg stretch, guys, head stays down. One knee in, other leg long, and switch. Inhale and exhale. Keep pushing the fingers in the ball to keep the upper body switched on. Belly is pulled down, ribs are nice and soft. So nice little abdominal exercise just to get us warmed up a little bit. Let's do one more each side. Really pull the knee in, really extend your opposite leg. And in and extend. And again, just pop the ball back in the feet, place it back down. So just moving on now slightly with the bridge. So stay in that lower level if you want. Feet hip width apart, back into neutral, guys. Take a breath in. As we exhale, start to curl up. So we're going a little bit more into the hamstrings in this particular exercise, but really try and focus on those glutes, squeezing up in this bridge. And then just take a melt back down. Melting, melting. And again, take a breath in. Lengthen the spine to the ball. Exhale, curl, lift, squeeze the glutes. Now you can keep going up and down if you want, or we're going to take the legs out into a long level bridge. Flex the feet, soft point the feet, and pull the ball back in. Keep the hips high. If you want to put your hips in your hands there, you can, to help that stability, so that you know that you're not dropping down. So we flex the feet, soft point, and pull back in. If you feel you want a slight arm hover for a higher level, go for it, guys. Extend away. flex the feet, soft point, and pull back in. Can we do one more of whichever level you're doing? Extend. Perhaps you can take the arms up to the ceiling. Flex the feet, point, and pull back in. Keep those hips high, and then hands down onto the floor. Melt the spine down, guys. Okay, bring one knee into your chest, extend your opposite leg. Let's just stretch up through that hamstring there. Oh, we can feel that, can't we? We really got to try and take those exercises into the glutes, not too much into these hamstrings. And let's switch sides. So kneeing, guys, extend and lengthen. Oh, can feel that. You can almost feel the muscle fibers kind of going, oh, that feels good. Okay, and then let's just draw that ball in from there. Final one, guys, here on our backs for our abdominals again. Grab the ball in the feet and take the ball back in your hands. Engage through the fingers, plug the arms in. Legs up at tabletop, one leg up, other leg up. Level 1 imprint, level 2 staying neutral spine. Pull the ribs in, guys. Okay, so we take the arms back. We tap down with the toes. Now just hold that. Are you still connected in the ribs and the hips? And then lift up. Take the ball in the feet. Hold with the heels, external rotation. Tap down with the ball. Hold there. Are we connected in the ribs, guys? Yeah? Are you neutral if you're neutral or imprint? Lift up, take the ball. Switch, exhale. Inhale, exhale, tap down, inhale, exhale. So a super little abdominal exercise. Your job is to keep that spine completely still, whichever level you're doing. And we'll do one more tap down and tap. Arms up. And lengthen your legs away. So really lengthen away, guys, from there. If you can do a full roll up, you can. So we nod the chin, exhale, and roll up to seated. That's quite a challenge as well. And then we're just coming round onto our side. So I'm going to do a full series here. We're going to take our arm on the ball and the leg out at the side. So it may be, so that you can lift the leg up, guys, the ball's quite away from you. Now I want you to really stabilise in this shoulder on the ball. Do not slouch down into it. You're always lifting up and out. And your job really is to try and keep that ball still. Feel the ribs are lifting up. Are we all in line? Bum squeezing forward, especially with this kneeling leg here. Okay, so we're just going to lift the leg to start with and bring the heel to the bottom. Take hold of the foot or the trouser. Let's just do a little quad stretch here, front of thigh, out through the hip flexors as well. So squeeze forward, guys. Pull the rib cage in. Feel length over the knee. Now hold that leg in there. Bring the arm back up here. You can have it down here as more level 1, out on the diagonal, or here. Now, have you started to sink down into that shoulder? I can feel it a little bit myself. Okay, let's bring the knee forwards and back. You're keeping the hip nice and still. So we're just doing a little hip opener here. Can you keep that ball still? It's not rolling around with you. Squeeze back with the glute and forward and back. Bring to center. Extend the leg away. Don't sink into the shoulder, guys. Tap down. If it's going into your lower back a little bit, squeeze the glutes forwards. Yeah, work the glutes. Now we're going to lift and lower. Lift, tap, exhale, lift. What's going on with that stabilizing shoulder? And lift and hold. Can we circle 4 forwards? 1, 2, 3, 4. Reverse. 1. Keep the ball still. Stabilize the shoulder. And release down from there. Lift yourselves up, guys. Just do a little arm up. side bend, full side bend over. Let's get a little stretch out and then up we come. Let's just come round to the side. I'll do the other side in a moment. So we're going to come down onto our forearms and we're going to do a kneeling leg pull. Don't hold the hands like that on the ball, they're shoulder width apart. If you do that, it goes into the neck and shoulders more, okay? So shoulder width apart, you can have the palms down or together. I'm easy, guys. I just need you to tuck your tailbone under a little bit and really lift up out of the ball. Tuck your toes underneath. Let's just take a little hover and release. Don't sink into the ball. Feel like you're lifting up out of it. Keep the tailbone tucked so you don't stick out your tailbone and go into your lumbar spine. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now you can carry on with that, guys, or when I'm in leg pull, I'm going to roll the ball in and out. You can maybe do this with the knees on the floor. It's an abdominal exercise. The spine stays the same, working a lot in the lats. So if you want to come up into leg pull, hover. Now little in and outs for 8. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down. Oh, I'll give it a little stretch out. Okay, tuck your toes in. Let's do some swan dive to get some back extension. So just leaning over the ball, guys. Palms are facing down to start off with. Toes are tucked under. Always have your tummy pulled in. We're going to keep stable through the lower back here. We're not going to go into a big arch. As we exhale, we start to hover the breastbone. Keep the tailbone tucked under as you lift and rotate with the thumbs up towards the ceiling. Okay, that just gets the shoulder joint nicely open. Pull the breastbone forwards now. Feel that extension. If you're feeling it in your lower back, you probably need to tuck your tailbone under a little bit and release down. Let's do 3 more. Take a breath in. Exhale, palms are down, then we rotate as the chest comes forwards. Don't sink into the ball again. And release. We're working a lot of the back muscles here. Breathe in, exhale. And lift. Pull in, pull in, pull in. And release. Last one. Breathing in. Take a breath out, lift. Thumbs are rotated up, shoulders are open. Whole chest is open. And then release back down again. So we'll just come up to our kneeling, guys. Let's come over to the other side for our whole side bend series. Now, if you find it a little bit hard with the leg out here, okay, you can lay down on the floor, yeah, and do the quad stretch with both long legs. So you can do it more in this position here, okay, and the hip forwards and back, and the leg lifts and circles. So you can always do it back down on the mat. If you're having the ball, stabilize the shoulder. Again, it may be your shoulder's just a bit niggly today. If it is, get yourself back down onto the mat. Don't let this sink. Don't let this sink. It's all about connection. I'm going to take the ball a bit further away so I can lift the leg. So I'm going to lift the leg up, guys. I'm going to bring my heel into my bottom without arching in my back and really push the hips forwards to feel that stretch. Oh, that feels good. I can feel myself, I've just sunk a little bit, so I'll lift up again. Connect. And then we'll release. Level 1 hand, level 2, level 3, and hinge forwards and back. Now keep the ball still, guys. Don't let it move all over the place. That makes you use your core to stabilize while we've got this movement going on in the leg. So let's come forwards, and last time back. Back to your center, extend. Double check your upper body, tap down. We're going to lift for 4. Don't sink in the shoulders, you lift the leg. hold. 4 circles. Squeeze your bums forward. Circle 1. Circle from the hip joint 2, 3, and 4. And reverse for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, bring that leg in. Can feel that a little bit more on that side. Okay. Oh, let's have a little stretch over. Yeah, come on, let's have a little stretch over. Yeah, just to stretch out the whole hip and the whole leg. Hand on the ball, guys, stabilizing. Heads framed in the arms. And then back up we come from there. So something I'm going to use in a moment, but this is your alternative, guys, is that we're back into our leg pull position here. Now, without the leg pull, so we're not hovering the knees just yet, I just want you to stabilize on the ball in the shoulders and hover one knee and bring it towards the ball. Feel the core working there. And then take it back. Let's go with the other side. Try not to shift the weight around too much. You see, I'm not going to sink here. I'm going to tuck the tailbone under, lift up out of the shoulder. So I'm really stable. I'm not creating any tension. Opposite knee lifts and bring it into the ball and back. Try not to do it too fast where it's a, oh, yeah, go on, I did it. Yeah, control. So in, oh, that is so hard. And back. Great for the core. In, don't sink into the ball, push up and out. One more each side. In, out, in, and out. Bring the ball in, guys. Okay, tuck your toes underneath into this crouched position, and then let's stretch up. So we're in our flat back position. So a couple of ways, guys, to do this next set of exercises. So first of all, we can all take the hinge out. Yeah, I'm going to take my feet hip width apart. Now don't lean into the ball, push the ball away from you. Heels of the hands into the ball and push it away and get that stretch through the back and through the hamstrings. So you'll feel that there. Okay, and then we can roll it back in. That may be where you want to go. Come out. So from that stretch there, we can just again, just bend the knees and come down to kneeling, out into our leg pull position, untuck the toes, and do I'll bring the ball slightly in, and then just do the knee lift that we've just done. In, out, tuck the toes underneath, come back and lift. Okay, so that's your alternative. The full one, guys, is stretch out. We've done this one before, and we come on to the toes as we start to roll forwards into full plank. So we're here in full plank, knee in, out, Now use the lats, guys. Hinge the hips, use the lats, and come back to standing. So that's the more challenging level. So I'll go through, you keep going with that. So I'm going to hinge out. I'll do the lower level one first, squat down into my leg pull position. Now you can leg pull here if you want. Knee in, out, come back, up to standing. My stronger level, guys. Hinge. Stabilize the shoulders. Up onto the tips of the toes. Start to roll forwards. Knee in. Try and hold it. Take it out. Knee in. Hold for a moment. Take it out. Hinge. Lift back up. And again. How are we doing? Got a bit of a sweat going on. And again. So we hinge. We're all hinging. You either drop your knees now or you come into full. If you can get into full, but you can't get back, drop the knees onto the mat and come back in the level one position. So our knee comes in, out, So your level one, you could drop, come back, and up to your standing. So hopefully you've all got something going on there. A little bit of fun for us, guys. Tried this a few weeks ago. Oh yeah, you know, like we do with the mini flex. Right, this is where you need, if your ball's too firm, it just won't stay in, guys, okay? So you get the ball from your heel to your bum and push your heel into the ball and bum into the ball. So we're in a one leg stand, yeah? And I'm just going to hinge it forwards. Hands can stay down or arms can go forward. Don't forget your heel into that ball, guys. Bum into the ball and then come to a standing position. Can't come to full standing, I might lose the ball. And again, we're trying to do 4 on each side. So arms can be down, or if you feel that you just need to hold the ball a little bit, do. Hands down, arms in front, more of a level 2, 3. That loads the back a little bit more. And then back up. Oh, how many more have we got to do? 2. Feel my glute working of that standing leg again, Lindsay. Yeah, this is why we're getting strong glutes, guys. And last one. Go on, keep pushing your heel into the ball so it pushes into your bum. And then come back to your standing. Let's have a go on the other side. Oh, it's crazy times, isn't it, with the ball? Okay, so got my heel there. And you'll feel different on one side. So get in your one leg stand position, really push the ball in. Try and come to as neutral as you possibly can. Exhale. Arms float out in front, down, or more level 1. Hold the ball. If it's always coming out, that's fine. Just about getting that standing leg strong while we're in this crazy balance. It's good to calm the mind. Can't think about anything else but this. Lift up, try and lift your knee up. Try and lift your knee up. Go on, have the confidence, get the confidence. Lift the knee up and down. Last one, lifting up. Go on, push your heel into the ball. Try and lift your knee. Last one here. Shoulders away from the ears and up to standing and release, guys. Oh, excellent stuff. So what time are we on? Oh, I think we can do the side bend, guys. Okay, so this can be done with or without the ball. We've done it a few weeks ago. So if you didn't want the ball, guys, you just lay down in your normal long leg position, either up on your elbow, and you literally lift the leg up and down like that, adding a rotation when we do. So you can be in that position. So otherwise, guys, you take your foot on top of the ball. I know some of you with your hips, you find it hard to get your feet on top of the ball. You know, that's fine, guys. Use the alternative. You're still working and opening out the hips. So you can see in this position, guys, my hips are nicely stacked here. Just check in with that. Lift the rib cage up as well. Hands can be down here again on the diagonal or behind the head. Just got that bottom leg in front a little bit so that I can just, and the heel on the ball, so that I can roll the ball in to open out the hip and extend. So we roll in, extend. We'll just do 4. In and out. Getting some clunking going on here. Don't lean back into the movement. Stay hips stacked. Okay, so that's a little hip opening. Now place the blade of the foot on the ball and my underneath legs, just sort of my heels, just holding the ball to stop it rolling. Okay, so we're going into a side bend. So we're going to take the arm up here. Now it may be that you keep the hips on the floor and think about lifting and do a thread and an open. So if you've got no ball, you're doing the same thing, looking up at the arm. So we're threading and we're opening. Those of you who want to do the hip lift as well, really stabilize in the shoulder here, pick the hips up Okay, hand here, rotation. Don't let the hips travel with you, open out. And again, rotate and open. Should we do one more for good measure? And rotate and open and release from there. Sit up, guys. Let's just bring the ball over to the other side. Have a little switch round. Oh, that's great for the core, guys. Great for the hips. So we'll, first of all, hips are nicely stacked. Heel on the ball so that you can roll the ball in. Feel the hip opening. Don't lean back and push the ball out. So we roll in and out. Modify with your hips, guys, without the ball. Still doing the exercise. That's fine. Okay, so now I'm going to take the blade of the foot on the ball. My heel is just holding it from rolling forwards. So arm up, guys, if you're not lifting the hips, more of a level 2 here rotation. You've got to keep that ball nice and still though. It's not to roll back and forth as your body goes. It's about stabilizing. If you want to come to the level 3, take the hand behind the head. Can we lift up in the hips? Now let's add the, you can hold, guys, if you want, or try a rotation. Now we're trying to move the breastbone, not just the elbow. Okay, try to rotate the breastbone, barrel of the torso round and open. One last one. Rotation, rotation and open and release down from there. And let's just stretch the shoulders, guys. Really well done, whatever level you were doing there. Hold that ball in between your heels, kneeling, of course, glutes forwards again, hands at the side. And you can feel the chest just, well, I can just feel the chest opening automatically here. Retract the chin. So you can start just to, if you want, guys, let the hands slide as you start to lean back over the ball as well. Lift the breastbone up for some back extension. Squeeze the glutes to protect the lower back here. You may be able to drape yourself over the ball. Unfortunately, I don't have that mobility to do that. And then lift back up. Let's just do that once more. So I'm just opening the chest first of all. Yeah, ribs are in. Open the collarbone, squeeze the shoulder blades. Now, if you can, then from there, keep the bum squeezing forward as you start to lift the breastbone more and start to lean back over the ball. It may be that you want to let the ball go a little bit in the heel so you can get further back. The arms can get further back. Don't forget your bum. That's what's supporting, holding and protecting that lower back. And then back up we come from there. Guys, super job this morning with the ball. Let's come and lay on our backs for some relaxation. Really well done. Just pop your legs back over the ball, guys, like we did at the beginning. Hip roll for a few while I just sort out our relaxation.